Let's jump right into the first reason. Potential for high returns. Bitcoin has been one of the most profitable investments of the past decade. Just imagine, since its birth in 2009, its value has gone from practically nothing to over $60,000 at its peak. Many people believe it still has a lot of room to grow, especially since its supply is limited. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins. This makes it a scarce and valuable asset. Let's jump right into the first reason. The potential for high returns. Bitcoin has been one of the most profitable investments of the past decade. Just imagine, since its birth in 2009, its value has gone from practically nothing to over $60,000 at its peak. Many people believe it still has a lot of room to grow, especially since its supply is limited. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins. This makes it a scarce and valuable asset. Example of success, the Winklevoss twins. You might know them from the Facebook movie, but these guys invested $11 million in Bitcoin back in 2013 when it was only $120 per coin. Today, that investment is worth hundreds of millions. They're now considered Bitcoin billionaires. The second reason is related to inflation, which is skyrocketing in many countries right now. Protection against inflation. Bitcoin is often called digital gold. Why? Because it's a tool that can protect your money from inflation. Unlike dollars or euros, which central banks can print without limits, Bitcoin has a fixed supply. If your local currency is losing value, many people turn Bitcoin to maintain the value of their savings. This is already happening in high inflation economies like Venezuela and Argentina. Example, during the pandemic, many big companies saw inflation coming and decided to invest in Bitcoin. MicroStrategy, led by Michael Saylor, bought over $1 billion in Bitcoin, worried about the devaluation of the dollar. And guess what? Their investment has grown significantly since then. But Bitcoin isn't just good for protecting your money. It also gives you complete control over your finances, which brings us to reason number three, decentralization and personal control. Unlike traditional money, which relies on banks or governments, Bitcoin gives you full control. You don't need any intermediaries. This is incredibly useful in countries where governments impose capital controls or where trust in banks is low. With Bitcoin, you own your money outright without having to depend on third parties. A great example happened during the financial crisis in Cyprus in 2013. Banks imposed restrictions on withdrawals and people couldn't access their money. But those with Bitcoin were unaffected. In fact, Bitcoin's price skyrocketed as many turned to it as a reliable alternative outside the banking system. The fourth reason is that more and more companies and countries are adopting Bitcoin, which is crucial for its future. 4. Growing adoption. More and more companies like Tesla, PayPal, and Square are accepting or investing in Bitcoin. And not just that, countries like El Salvador have even adopted it as legal tender. This means more people and governments trust the cryptocurrency, which drives its value and stability in the long term. An example is El Salvador, which in 2021 became the first country in the world to adopt Bitcoin as official currency. Although it's been controversial, the government argues that it will help improve financial inclusion in a country where many people don't have access to traditional banking services. The whole world is watching how this bold move plays out. And finally, let's talk about a reason that's not just about money, but the technology behind Bitcoin. 5. Technological diversification. Bitcoin isn't just a cryptocurrency, it's also the first successful application of blockchain technology. Blockchain is a revolutionary way to record transactions in a public, secure. And finally, let's talk about a reason that's not just about money, but the technology behind Bitcoin. 5. Technological diversification. Bitcoin isn't just a cryptocurrency, it's also the first successful application of blockchain technology. Blockchain is a revolutionary way to record transactions in a public, secure, and transparent manner. This technology has given rise to an entire industry of cryptocurrencies and decentralized applications, and it's expected to play a major role in transforming multiple industries from finance to supply chain management. By investing in Bitcoin, you're not just betting on a currency, but on the future of decentralized technology and its disruptive potential. One example of this is the platform Coinbase. They went public in 2021 and had a hugely debut, reaching a valuation of nearly $100 billion. This shows how the rise of Bitcoin has fueled the growth of an entirely new ecosystem of cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology. So there you have it. Bitcoin can be an investment with huge potential, from high returns to inflation protection and giving you full control over your finances. Plus, more companies and countries are adopting it, and the blockchain technology behind it is revolutionizing everything in its path. But be careful. While these success stories are amazing, remember that Bitcoin is also highly volatile and can be risky. Never put all your money into one asset. Always diversify your investments and make sure to do your research. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future investment tips. See you in the next video with more strategies to grow your wealth.